Houston Texans training camp on ESPN San Antonio. Brought to you by AA Best Bail Bonds, online at mybestbailbonds.com. And by Bud Light. Bud Light, the official beer of the Houston Texans.
You really have to constantly think about how you can do things better. We've done that in this camp. Hopefully it works out this season. But, yeah, we have to be constantly evolving and adapting. I think that's an important part of being a good coach.
At the professional level, how difficult is it to come into a new situation and change the culture of an organization?
Yeah, I mean, look, I would say this. When we got here, they had the tough year in 13. But, they had won. They had won in 11 and 12, and something happened in 13, and they didn't win. But, we have a strong belief in how we do things. Competitive practices. We're looking for smart, tough, dependable players, guys that really believe in the team aspect of things, that understand their roles. We think about situational football a lot. We put our guys in spots where they really have to think and understand what part of the game we're in and what they have to do to execute. So, whatever that means as far as culture and things, I don't know. I just know that that's what we believe in, competing all the time, meeting and getting things straight and trying to improve every day.
Based upon an evolving philosophy, you hear some coaches or people will say, well, you want to pick a quarterback right away and get that quarterback those first team snaps. Other coaches will say, no, let them compete as long. I mean, is that, like you said, based upon personnel year to year, or is that something from a philosophical standpoint that's maybe changed for you? I
think in the second year of this coaching staff being here, we're really preaching to our guys about competition. And we have two quarterbacks here that are familiar with our system, that we believe in. And so part of that competition philosophy trickles down to the players and in each position, and that's a position that's competitive. And I just, at the end of the spring, I thought that they were very even, and so I wanted to see them against opponents and see how they did in games in the preseason here, and really at the end of the day just go with the guy that's the most consistent guy to that point. The other guy's going to have to be ready to play. Whoever we go with, that other guy better be ready to play too. We played 4 guys last year. So, that was my thought on that. Next year may be different, but this is 2015. This is what we decided to do.
How much onus do you put on last year's, like success or failure, and just moving forward in general?
There's some things you definitely use from last year. Some things that were negative. Some things that we have to do better. But most of the things we lean on from last year are the positives. The takeaways on defense, the ability to take care of the ball on offense was decent. I thought at the end of the year we tried to take advantage of the feeling we had in the locker room after the Jacksonville game when we all wanted to keep playing. We don't want to have that feeling again. We want to try to control our own destiny here and do it day by day. So, there are definitely things that you look at on tape and talk to with the players and try to build on from last year.
Houston Texans head coach Bill O'Brien joining us on the Hard Line. Coach, one of the things I love about Hard Knocks is it gives a vantage point of the coaches and how they look at training camp and preseason games. That has given us a good insight into you. In last night's episode, we saw you say, I don't want any communication amongst the coaches. I want to see how much the players know about this, about what we're doing. Take me through what you see and how you evaluate players, personnel in training camp and preseason.
Both sides of the ball for us and on special teams, we're looking for not only obviously really good football players, but we're looking for smart players, guys that can take it from the meeting room to the practice field. We try to put them in as many game-type situations as we can. Look, it can't be like a game out here, it's practice, but we try to put them in game-type situations, put the coaches on the sideline. Let's hear what the players know. I know the coaches know. Let's hear what the players know, and that's what we try to do in a lot of our 11-on-11, 7-on-7 drills.
No, thank you for your time.
Okay,
Coach.
thanks, guys.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it.